Life has been nuts lately. My mom's been so freaky.
Your mother's coming back home.
Like, for good?
Is my mom well enough to be at home?
Absolutely.
I'm aware of the fact that sometimes I act strangely.
You know, in all my years, I've never seen a case like this.
I'm sorry that I cut your finger off.
Wow, and I thought my family was dysfunctional.
Yeah.
She's doing amazing. Her progress is great.
You have to welcome death. There's no new beginning without an ending.
You can't just go around killing people.
I'm starving.
Me and the
Dinosaur.
Boney.
His name is Boney.
Yes.
Recklessness, risk, manipulation. You two will have sex.
Not yet.
Halloween is coming. I shall prepare a glorious feast.
It sounded like a chainsaw.
There's probably something wrong with the blender.
You're insane.
You are a psychotic whore!
Whoa.
And here we go. We live. Welcome to A&B Horror Movies. I'm Aaron. I'm joined today by Jerry from the Horror Heads podcast, and we're absolutely thrilled to talk with Guile Branco and Julia Coulter. Welcome to you both.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, you're very welcome. We can't wait to chat with you today about your new Halloween-themed horror comedy, A Halloween Feast. It's wildly entertaining, bonkers, so much fun, and it's perfect this time of year, especially because I think it's safe to say that we are officially in spooky season. So let's see, before we jump into it, Gil, I thought maybe I could give you an opportunity to talk about the live cinematic event coming up in Salem in 2 weeks. If you want to plug that now, and then we can certainly come back to it during the show as well.
Absolutely. So, everyone, we are having a special Salem, Massachusetts premiere, October 9th at 7 p.m. Tickets are for sale already. It's going to be exciting because I've never been to Salem. It's going to be a dream come true. Since I was a kid, I wanted to visit Salem, and I think I found the perfect excuse to go into Salem. I'm going to have my horror comedy Halloween movie playing in Salem, and I think it's going to be extra fun because I'll be there. Julia will be there, right? And
Yes.
we have James, who played Richard. We're going to have Lou D'Amato, who was Bond Man. Okay, Dr. Park. We can talk about that later. Maybe Lou's listening. I'm not sure. But we're going to be there. We're going to be there talking to people. I'm going to be giving some fingers. This is something we always do. You know, we've had at this point maybe 4 different premieres between festivals and the premiere here in Los Angeles. And what I love to do is I have these props from the movie, which are severed fingers. And at the Q&A after the film, for the first 10 people who ask questions, I give this very special prop, which is the severed finger, and it's amazing. You know, people go totally wild. So if anybody is near Salem or would like to go to Salem, we're going to be there again, October 9th at 7 p.m. And the place is Cinema Salem. Very famous. It's a theater, very centrally located. And by the way, Aaron was the person who, I guess, was the catalyst for this choice. And you've said it right. And now we're going to be there because of you, Aaron.
Yes. Oh, I'm so happy it's all come together. And I will be there too. And I'm bringing a few friends of mine as well. I just want to welcome a few folks who are joining. Fake Voorhees says, the most wonderful time of year, Halloween movie time. In fact, he will be there with me too. Let's see. And Crazy Train Radio is on, and he just says, so this is Salem New Jersey, right? Not quite.
Not
Salem,
quite.
Massachusetts. Yes. And Gil, I just want to say that you are going to love Salem in October. It's an absolute experience, just like watching your film. So with that, let's agreed. Let's come back to that again shortly. But my first question for you is, what was the inspiration for A Halloween Feast? Where did you get the idea to write this crazy fun film?
Well, okay, when I was a kid, I was shown this movie as a kid. I was obsessed about a movie called Brain Dead. Okay, you know Dead Alive? I don't know if it's Dead Alive or Brain Dead. Okay, this was Peter Jackson's one of his early films. It's a film from New Zealand, and I was obsessed about it. It's basically like the craziest horror comedy and one of the bloodiest films I've ever seen. I believe that it's from 1992. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just trying to.
I think it's 92. I think that's right.
And it's about this monkey who has this disease, and then people just become zombies. But it's just gory and crazy and all practical effects. I mean, back then even there was not much CGI. I mean, the practical effects in this movie are absolutely bonkers. And I think this was kind of an inspiration early on for me. And I love Halloween, obviously. But I wanted to make a film about different characters that interact. And somehow their stories converge. Just like another inspiration, the movie Crash by Paul Haggis. I love that story because you have all these different characters, and suddenly, as it moves forward, you start to discover people's connections and how they're related, and how at the end you have this like convergence of all these roles and a finale. So I'm going to say that these movies were very important to me, and when I was crafting the story, I definitely was thinking about those stories. I wanted to. I love the family dysfunctional idea, and you just have a lot to play with. When you talk about siblings, and I'm the only child. I'm an only child, by the way. But so it's a little weird for me to write about siblings.
That explains it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. People say like, where did you get this idea? No, I'm not going to reveal that there's quite a plot twist at the end that people talk about, which maybe we'll just not talk about it. But if it's talked about it, I don't care. It's all good. But you see, also, I was somebody who grew up in kind of a broken family in a way, because my parents divorced. I was 14, and I was then kind of alone, and I was the only child, and I was just creating stories in my head. So I believe I started writing the screenplay. It was a short story. I remember it was 6 pages, and the only thing that remained very strict is the names of the characters on that short story remained. But the story just, as a writer, sometimes you don't know where it's going. I mean, you start writing something and you start to discover stuff. And I can honestly say that I wasn't sure where it was going. I knew I wanted to take these characters, put it in a pot, and mix them together. And it's a family, it's a doctor, and then suddenly at the end you have this climax that happens during Halloween. And I think that's my answer.
I love that. If there is a Halloween feast.
Does that work?
I think that works. Yes, there is a Halloween
feast. Do you guys
feast
like Brain Dead?
No spoilers. I do. I love Brain Dead. In fact, one
No
of my
question.
favorite lines.
It's hard to watch now as I'm kind of older, because it's kind of gross now, like when you watch it, I think. But
oh my God,
as a kid, I loved it.
Yeah, me too. One of my favorite lines when she says, "Your mother ate my dog." Fantastic.
Oh, and that porridge scene.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And also it's silly. I love how Halloween Feast is a silly movie. You can't really think about logic too much. You just kind of go with the journey and just don't worry about it. And yeah, it's gross. Yeah, Halloween Feast is pretty gross.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Jerry, before you jump in, we have a question.
Oh, sure.
From Crazy Train Radio, and he says, Thank you, Jonathan. With the big boom of independent horror films in the past 10 to 15 years, especially with horror, do you guys find it difficult to try to make your film stand out?
Absolutely. And that is the reason why I'm, as a director, I am promoting the movie every single day. Like, I don't stop. I mean, it's like I have a full-time job. I mean, really, I'm planning my next male movie. I'm trying to make things work. I'm living and, working. But I feel like if I, there's so many movies being released, there's so many low-budget films. When you don't get, let's say, a SVOD deal, which is, let's say, a Netflix deal, or, the streamers are now making their own films. So the streamers are not buying as many independent films anymore, which means that, you do a lower budget film. You have to just, as a filmmaker, you have to keep promoting that thing. And sometimes it takes a life on its own, but you have to push it. I mean, and I push it every single day. One of the things I can say is TikTok was a big game changer for us. I actually never had a TikTok account. I never wanted to have a TikTok account, but the movie came out and a clip of the movie went viral. I mean, it got like, I don't know, 60,000 views in like a few days. And I was just like, oh my God, I need to use that platform. And I believe that's how I found you, Aaron, right?
I think so. I know I saw the clip, and then we connected, I think, on TikTok and on Instagram, and that's how we set up the interview we did a few weeks back.
Yeah, so to answer the question, I mean, basically, I think the independent filmmaker, you need to be on top of things, because nobody's going to promote it for you. I mean, you can hire a publicist if you have money. We don't have money for a publicist. Our distributor, by the way, Breaking Glass Pictures, which is phenomenal, love them to death. They did hire a PR person, but for the beginning, when the movie's releasing, and we had a 3-day theatrical, which was really fun. So we got maybe a 30-day or a 60-day with a distributor promoting the film. But distributors, they have a Rolodex. I mean, they're acquiring and releasing maybe 20, maybe 30 movies a year. So how not to get buried into a streaming platform? I mean, Tubi has 100,000 movies. I don't even know. But how you don't get buried is by constantly trying to talk about the film and promote the movie. I mean, I'm going to, I think this Saturday, I'm going to HorrorCon, a horror convention downtown Los Angeles, because I need to go promote the film. That's basically it. We got to keep talking about it.
Yeah, keep getting it out there. And Jerry and I are fans of the film, and we're happy to do our little part to help make that happen.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
For sure. I was super happy, like when Aaron brought up this film, and he's like, hey, do you want to check it out and interview these two? And I went, I was checking out the overview, and it said something like a dinosaur may or may not be present. And I'm like, all right, I'm in. Okay. I need to check this out right away. So, obviously I knew that kind of set the expectations, and I knew it was going to be like this crazy fun film. But I think when I was watching it, I was picking up maybe some Carrie vibes, Serial Mom, Night of the Demons. Am I wrong here, or was that like some of your influences there? Because I'm like, she's like pulling like these, like I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. I feel like it was, I don't know, just curious if that was.
Halloween Feast has a ton of Easter eggs that if you look for it. For example, Karen, thank you for allowing us to get you drenched in fake blood. Thank you.
Boy. Some fun nights.
And that is a clear nod to Carrie, and and people are now comparing it to Ready or Not, which is a movie I really like.
Yeah.
Which is they say, wow, they put blood on her, and that's it. That's successful, But anyways, the Pancho Moller, who plays the kind of the gangster, his name is Cujo, which is a nod to Stephen King. Cujo, from Stephen King. So you have that. There's a lot of stuff. You know, the car going, drone shots is for me is a flashback to The Shining, the opening of The Shining. And I wanted this film to have more blood than The Shining, but we didn't have enough budget.
Maybe for the sequel. Yeah,
that's right.
Here we have a question from Nicholas. And
yeah.
He says, Gil, who did you idolize growing up? And Julia, maybe you can jump in and answer the same question too.
Oh gosh.
How about Julia first?
What?
Pressure.
So mean.
Yeah, come on, I'm talking too much.
So mean. Who did I idolize? Oh gosh. It's probably not going to be like, I'm assuming this is under the umbrella of like film and TV stuff. I honestly would have killed for like Emma Stone's career. I just think she's done every genre, has done it so well. Like, and she kind of came on the scene like right when I started to. I mean, you can't come in with Superbad. Like, come on, that's your first film? What? That's crazy. And not, yeah. So I don't know if she's like an idol for my whole life, but as someone who's like an actor, sort of North Star, like, oh, if I could get where she is in her career, or just have like such a varied career like that, love it.
Yeah, great choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Stanley Kubrick is somebody who, for me, is deeply important. I mean, he was a photojournalist, and suddenly he's creating the most iconic, most important movies of a generation. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. And you know, I can't say, I can't leave Steven Spielberg out of it. I mean. So yeah, I feel like I have a deep admiration for some of those big directors. I mean, really, I really do. I don't tend to idolize actors very much. I feel like you know, I can say I really love like Stallone and Arnold movies. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just people don't really say like, oh, these are great, you know, actors. I'm like, I just love their movies. I mean,
yeah,
you know. I could watch Commando and Predator and Demolition Man any day.
Absolutely. I'm right there with you. Yeah. Thank you, Nicholas, for that question. And El Tenda just jumped on and said hello. Julia, I have a question for you. So what was it about the role of Karen Long that appealed to you? You're sort of the voice of reason in the film. On many occasions, what was it that made you want to take on this role?
I mean, I think that kind of is a big reason, actually, is that she, like, that was my entry point into it, that I was like, oh, everything's crumbling and she's, like, trying to keep it together, which for me, as an actor, gave me, like, a very clear arc. I think she has a very clear arc in the film. And even though she's clearly, like, not normal either, but like you can kind of understand her like unraveling a bit because of how wacky everyone else is. And I knew that like I felt like I could find the sort of truth in that. And you know, I don't know how long we've known each other, Gil, like maybe 8 years or something crazy. So I knew like bigger picture, like I knew this was Gil's first film, and like just we talked about it so much from like when it was such an idea of like, we're just going to film it for like no money to, oh shit, okay, we're actually doing this now. Like, let's go. And I knew like the positivity that Gil brings to the whole experience would come across. Like, I mean, we all knew we were making it for no money, but it was like, everyone was having a fun time. And I knew that would be the vibe on set, just knowing Gil as a person. So it just sounded fun, you know?
Yeah, it seems like you were having fun while you were making it. The movie's charming. There's a lot of heart, and it just, the compassion that you both have where it comes through when watching it. So congratulations there.
I'm going to keep the pressure on
Go ahead.
Julia here, so, and kind of like lead off of that that last question. So Julia, like basically, how did you prepare to play this character who was, as you just kind of mentioned, they were kind of like a mostly a passive character with clearly going through like a difficult situation that ultimately turns into like an extremely violent character towards the end. And I mean, are you watching films for inspiration? Are you becoming Karen in your daily life? Like what was the prep to basically take on, as you said, such an arcing role that was very dynamic?
I'm very method. I feel like there's something sort of for me that feels kind of simpler in the acting element for Karen, because she is like really just like very much reacting to everything that's going on around her. But the one thing that I did watch, which is like not at all trying to pat myself on the back, but I do think I did a pretty good job in it, is that Karen is very drunk for a lot of the movie, which I think I played okay. And there is, I love R.I.P. Anton Yelchin, is a great actor. And there's a documentary about his life that's very interesting. And he talks about how he had to play drunk in a movie, but had never been drunk before. And so filmed himself getting drunk and like explained it to himself in this film, and was like, I just feel like my face is very heavy and everything's very slow. It's fascinating. And I was like, oh, okay. That just from like a pure technique, like actor technique, I tried to attempt to like bring that thought process in of just like everything's very relaxed and she's always just sort of like, you know, because she's on her own thing. But yeah, I think it's such a reacting and being covered in all the fake blood and wearing that dress, and like you just kind of get so into it that like I didn't leave that kitchen when we shot that scene, because I would have just gotten blood everywhere in our Airbnb. So it was like, oh, well, she's in it now. She's in the kitchen now.
By the way, we made a mess, a bloody mess that was so crazy in that kitchen to film that scene that we had to hire a cleaning company, a professional cleaning company. That cost over $1,000. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So you imagine how bad it was. Yes.
Did you get your deposit back?
No. No, the Airbnb cost more than we booked it for, because we had to paint the whole house and buy new curtains. You know, I tried to wash the curtains because there's a lot of blood that splatters in the curtains. So we just like, let's just wash it. You know, so we washed the curtains, and then basically the owner of the house was like, "Did you buy new curtains? Because they're smaller, so they shrunk." So,
oh no!
So we had to buy new curtains too. So, and we had to buy a table.
The worst was the table.
Oh,
we put a table out in the garage.
Oh
my god!
Yeah, and it got like waterlogged.
And it just damaged the entire table. We had to buy a new table. So I mean, it ended up being very expensive. But you make a horror film. You have 40 people between crew and actors in the house filming and equipment. I mean, you're going to damage the walls, and then you have blood splatter. That thing doesn't come off like easily. So it was interesting. It was messy.
Did they know? I'm just curious. Did they know you were going to be filming a movie in their rental?
Yes, that's a very good question, because that was my requirement. I would never lie to somebody who's renting the house, and that's one of the reasons why it was so hard to get a place to film, because I would find houses that I liked, because that's the main house. It needs to be a very specific house, an old style, an enclosed kitchen. And nowadays, most kitchens are open, so that doesn't work. And so I would send a message and say, hey, we want to film this movie. It's a horror film. And I'm going to say, 9 out of 10 would say no filming here. And I just kept asking. In the end, we had a couple of options, and the people who we ultimately rented his place, he said, "Oh, we welcome filmmakers," except that his neighbors didn't.
Oh no! Oh my God.
Yeah, filming. I was gonna say filming the things outside. When I go outside and you pull the car around, like kind of at the end of the film.
Yeah,
I remember kind of like the neighbors were like standing
Just
outside,
shaking their
like
heads.
just in their yard, like, "Hey,"
Oh.
like,
They were not happy.
"Oh,
did
boy."
they call the police? Did the police show up?
I mean, we had a permit. We got a
Oh, you had a permit. Okay,
from
yeah,
the
so you
city.
did everything right.
Yeah, we got the permits from LA, so we were legal. But that didn't stop the neighbors from blasting music to disrupt us. And it's actually a miracle we have good sound, because we have a very good sound guy. But day one and day two, the neighbors were really trying to just screw us, and they have the music super loud, and they'll be calling, "We don't want filming here." So that was part of the struggle, which is very interesting for people listening. Independent filmmaking, yeah, it's sometimes it's just you trying to overcome challenges.
Putting out
That's
fires.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it all worked out for the best. Let's see. Okay, back to the film. Guile, you co-wrote and directed. You also are one of the lead actors in the film. What was it like wearing so many hats? And what was it like acting with Julie?
I'll tell you one thing. I wasn't expecting the one thing I wasn't expecting. And to be honest, directing was really fun. I had the best assistant director I could ask for, Genevieve. I told her, she's a bona fide director, so I told her, don't let me screw this up. And I wasn't say fuck this up, but we want to keep it clean, right? I mean, so she was my director in a way, because honestly, I don't want to direct myself ever. So I never actually saw my scenes until post-production, editing. So I trusted her to direct me when I was acting. But in saying that, I feel like the biggest thing about wearing so many hats I wasn't expecting is something called exhaustion. Because I'm used as an actor. I mean, I'm primarily an actor, so you go act and then you go rest. I mean, you shoot your scene and you go, you go lie down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just that as a director, you have to be on like all the time. You're taking care of you're directing actors. You're trying to figure out the schedule and the cameras. And we had a double camera to save time. But that just adds like more complication, but it saves time on the other end. So it's a whole thing. And I was exhausted. The days we had off, I was driving the grip truck because we didn't have somebody to drive the truck. I was driving the truck myself. So I wasn't resting. I was driving a truck from location to location. So I was just really tired. I remember a couple times I told Genevieve, I said, Genevieve, I have to lie down. I trust you. And I think for, a couple scenes, she just took over. And I'm like, I don't care. It's going to be fine. I trust you. And I went and I lied down in the couch and I took a 20-minute nap, which saved my life.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Take a break. Yeah. and you had to dress up like Boney the dinosaur.
And I'll tell you something about that. I'm so glad we shot in winter. Ooh. And a lot of people were telling me, Guile, we don't have all the resources to film yet. You have to wait a little bit. And I'm like, no, if we wait, we're going to be in summer. And my selfish mind is I'm going to be wearing that dinosaur costume and I'm going to die.
Hotter than hell. Yeah.
LA for sure.
And speaking of the dinosaur, I was just going to say, Julia, how was it taking Guile seriously when he was dressed up as the big purple dinosaur?
I never take Guile seriously.
Never.
Excellent.
I mean, I don't know. Do you want a real answer? I'll think about it.
Oh, you'll think about it. Okay. Actually, you guys will like this. Lou is on. Lou D'Amato. Hey, Lou, and he has a question.
Bomb man.
Oh, Mr. Branco.
Yeah, it's very formal. What was your favorite scene? Then Julia.
Oh man, the favorite scene, filming or in the movie? I mean, that's interesting because okay, the favorite scene of the movie for myself. I mean, that does not include me, by the way. I love the scene actually. I love the scene when Lou, who plays the doctor, he's talking to Angela, played by the amazing Ling Lowry. We haven't talked about Ling Lowry yet.
Oh,
Ling
yes,
Lowry is our star, and
a
she
legend.
killed it. Legendary. She plays Angela, the crazy matriarch who delves into insanity. So I love this scene where you have Lou, Angela, Lynn Lowry, and Richard, and Angela says, I'm sorry I cut your finger off, and he says, it's okay, honey, I have 9 others. I don't know. I just love simple scenes like that. You would think that it was the gore or the spectacle. I just like moments like that, that moment specifically, or just some intimate moments between the cast. I love when we have I call it a semi-sex scene between Angela and her husband, where they get frisky in bed before they're interrupted. I'm not going to say what happens. Mm-hmm. I love that. It's just there's a certain like innocence, and it's just kind of fun to watch how Ling Lowry, she's so she has so much, she's having so much fun. I love the scenes when I see people are having fun in it. And I love all the scenes. I think the scenes I'm in. I have to say I love the bar scenes with Karen.
Yeah.
I mean, conversation. I love that. We're having just real one-on-one interactions, and it's almost like, see, Julia, I said that we were going to make a movie. We are making a
and
movie.
We're doing it. Well,
we're
for
for
that same reason, I really loved, which I think was the last day of filming. It was my last day of filming, at least, when we did the exterior of Karen's house, or Karen and Goth Girl's house.
Yep.
And that morning was just it was like weirdly foggy, which I don't think by the time we were filming we really like captured, but we didn't film the interior of that house in that house, but like, I don't know. We all just felt like very relaxed at that point, and everyone was sort of just enjoying it. And it was just like you and I like walking through the
by
field.
the way, for anybody who sees that scene, that is the scene. Goth Girl has this very striking old house that she lives in, and my character and Julia's character were walking towards it, and that scene was written literally the day before, because in the screenplay that scene was just like there was no conversation. It was basically just an external. How can I say? It's an establishing shot. An establishing shot is when you just show the exterior and then you right away you move to the interior. But I realized, no, we have time. I rented that house. We have 6 hours. Why don't we just write a little something? And I remember what I did is I wrote a conversation, them walking to the house, and I sent it to Julia. Says, "You're a writer. Just let's create this together." And Julia sent it to me. I said, right?
Did I do anything? Did I change anything, or was I just like, I'm going to show up on set? I'm going to memorize this.
You did. You
I did.
actually,
okay.
You actually rewrote it because I love collaboration. As a writer myself, I love collaboration. Nothing that I'm writing is like perfect. So I remember I wrote it. I sent it. Julia, by the way, is a very, very talented writer. Okay, very. So I knew that she was going to make it good, make it better than what I wrote. So I sent it to her. She sent it back to me, and the next day we had that beautiful day. Yeah, we're going up a hill and talking, and that scene in a way,
it's fun.
Yeah, it strengthens the script, the screenplay, and yeah, she's right. Julia, yeah, that was a very nice day, and also. Just a nice day. It's also a day in which we're looking back. We have the whole film. We filmed everything.
Yeah, it was like then you can kind of relax a little bit, which I think comes across in those scenes too. But my favorite scene to watch, oh man, I mean, I did have a good time. Like, there were things that I just like wasn't there for, which it is always like so fun to then watch. Like everything that I'm not in, I was like, ooh, I wasn't even like on set. I didn't even see the like office set. I never went there. So though that is kind of the most fun to me because I'm so a part of it and I know what's happening and everything that was going on day of. But then there's glimpses of like scenes that I'm really watching it with like truly fresh eyes because I wasn't there. So yeah.
And another thing to say is about the last scene that we shot in that house. Because it was the last day, I was eating like about 50 Kit Kats because I didn't care about getting fat.
You got very in shape for this, and I
was dieting for forever. You know, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be on camera. I did a whole diet. I used to be a bodybuilder, so I know I cut the carbs. But last day, not only we're so happy and light that we shot the film, we're relaxing now, and I'm like thinking I'm gonna eat everything I want, and I was just eating like Kit Kats, like I was so super happy. Anyways,
makes total sense. I would do the same. And for those watching, I just want to give a shout out to Lou, who plays Dr. Roger Park in The Halloween Feast. And thank you for
watching Lou's scenes. I speak to Lou one time in the entire film. So I was basically never on set with Lou. So it was fun to watch like his scenes.
Lou is very brave. I mean, those BDSM scenes are very intense. One of the things, we had this inversion table, for one of the BDSM acts, and we had Lou like be upside down when Lynn comes in, and he's like having some foot fetish inverted. I'm trying to pick the audience interest to see the movie. If you guys haven't seen the movie,
I'm watching it
again. There's a lot of
weird
shit, okay? and Lou started getting sick, and we had to cut short the filming because he was getting like nauseous.
Okay.
Being upside down.
Oh,
yeah, the swinging back and forth.
You're really selling it. It's got everything: BDSM, cannibalism.
Oh man, we got
family drama, dinosaurs.
It's I mean, people sometimes say there's too much going on. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Also Lou, who plays Dr. Park. I mean, Dr. Park, not only he does the BDSM, but he's a drug addict. He's he's an unethical psychiatrist. I mean, that guy goes through a journey in that film. I mean, people trying to kill him. He's trying to run away from them, and he's just like winging.
Unhinged.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's so many good lines in your film, and one of it, doesn't he say you can't just go around killing people?
Yeah, you can't just go around killing people.
Perfect. Jerry, I'll let you jump in.
Yeah, sure. Just kind of working off of like Lou's question. This is a question for Guile and Julia. So for Guile, what do you think was the most complicated scene to capture? And Julia, what do you think was the most difficult?
We're gonna say the same thing.
Scene for you to act in.
Kitchen, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Kitchen. Yeah. Okay. Because putting in context, we did
I feel like I have my version and you'll have your version, Guile.
Awesome.
Sorry, I'll let you continue.
You start, right? I'm talking too much. I think Julia needs more.
No. Continue. I want to hear your version first.
Okay. So, as a director, sure, it's a little different than an actor point of view, but I'm there as an actor as well, which complicates everything. Okay, the kitchen was way smaller than what I wanted. So we were, for the most of the house, we had a double camera. So we were able to cut time down by having a wide and a close and, just doing the two cameras. The kitchen was too small. We had to shoot the kitchen with only one camera. And then we realized that the setup and the production design, which is bringing all the elements and the severed legs and arms and the intestines and all that stuff, that took a long time. So in reality, we needed 2 days to shoot that scene, and we had only 1 day. And we had only maybe, 6 hours or less.
Full day.
I mean,
it wasn't a full day, was it?
was a half day because
was a
we
half
shot
day,
we shot the goldfish in the morning because the way we were trying to do is we're gonna get the kitchen and shoot everything in the kitchen in the same day, which in hindsight was a mistake because honestly the finale in the kitchen required at least a full day. So that was very challenging, and also there's blood everywhere, and I'm wearing a dinosaur costume. There's no space, and I couldn't bloody the dinosaur costume because I had scenes after where the dinosaur costume had to be clean. So it was like, oh shit, if we make a mistake and blood just drips on this, I don't know how we're gonna clean it. We're gonna have to like erase the blood with CGI in post or something.
There was like multiple costume high stakes like blood stuff because I was super scared in that last moment. I don't want to spoil the movie, but when I go up to kiss you and then I stab you, I was like covered in blood and I couldn't get your costume dirty. But also in the kitchen, when I fall into the kitchen, so I had 3 versions of that dress and one had to be clean. Then we had one that had like a weird rip in the sleeve. There was only like a little bloody from when I get shot and it like misses me. And then we had a third one that we were like, okay, this one is going to get bloody. But like for that fall into the kitchen, it was like, that's what we're doing. Like, you get one and that's it. Yep. So we like practiced it a few times and then it was like, okay.
This is what happens when you don't have money. I mean, really, I had one, I needed to have like probably 3 dinosaur costumes to do it properly. We had one, and that costume came from China, and we tailored it. My wife, Kate, she's very talented. We tailored that. So we had one dinosaur costume. If we messed it up, I don't know what we were gonna do.
Yeah,
high stakes.
The dinosaur costume came. And it didn't look like a dinosaur. It was it was like sort of a dinosaur head, but then the eyes were sort of like here. Like they were like very close together over the nose. Like it was so
whatever came from China was not what I ordered. Okay. So
I can't imagine that.
And by the way, that is the reason why that costume was free. Because when that thing came and it was not a dinosaur, we had to actually make a dinosaur out of it. I messaged them and I said, if you don't refund my money, I'm going to write bad reviews everywhere. And they actually refunded my money. So that was a free costume.
And now Boney's an icon. So, I mean, that's no money well spent.
It lives in storage right now.
Well, hold on to that. Let's see. We do got to have. Let's see. Lou says, talk about the story behind the bus ride. I mean, I'm certainly intrigued. What can
just for everybody watching, the bus ride was shot with an iPhone because we couldn't legally shoot inside a city bus. There is a threat of it's a $5,000 or $15,000 fine if you're caught filming inside of a bus. So I was really afraid, and I was just like, I think we just shoot it with an iPhone and pretend we're not filming, and maybe it's going to work. But honestly, it was just improvised. We just, we called the bus. Our focus puller guy had a great iPhone, and he came in with the phone, and he shot those scenes. We just really stole those scenes. We did not have a special permit we shot it late at night on a real bus in Los Angeles. With a phone. And that's the story.
Excellent.
It's amazing.
Let's see. I've got another question here also from Crazy Train Radio. Can you bring up about trying to get the most bang for your buck when putting a project like this together? How did you cut corners?
Absolutely.
Make everything
okay.
work?
First of all, locations are very expensive in general. So when you're trying to make a low budget film, you beg all of your friends to use their houses. Like we paid for only one location, which was actually two, but it was the main house, the family house, which we had it for 12 days because we had a lot of filming to do. We paid for that, yes. And we paid for the outside of Got Girl, which was basically an outside. We had half a day, 6 hours. And, we had additionally to that, maybe we had 7 more locations. And they were all free because I just begged my friends, please, can I film in your house? So my friend Tom Brace shot the house with the pool, and it was Rose's house, and it was very good. The corkscrew scene was shot in his backyard. I shot the coffin scenes. By the way, my wife Kate built that coffin that's in the film. She's amazing, talented builder. We shot that in my house, so we had 2 days in my house. I have a good friend who's a physical therapist with a clinic. He let me use it for free, his space. So we shot the BDSM scenes and the office scenes in his physical therapy clinic. We just moved the equipment. So that's one thing, when you're trying to save money, location is a big deal when you're trying to combine location. Another thing is, and that's obvious, is because most of the cast, they're all my friends. I mean, the only person we cast was Ling Lowry. I mean, I cast, by the way, Stuart, who's played by Jackson Layton, great actor. Love Jackson as the brother. I had somebody else play that role, and he had to drop out just before we started filming, so I had to cast that. But basically, everybody you see in the Halloween Feast is a friend of mine, mostly at least 7 years, 7, 8 years, 10 years. Lou D'Amato and I were friends for 20 years. It's crazy. We met in 2005 on a film set in New York. I mean, so and when you're hiring your friends, you can always say stuff like, "Can I pay you half now, half later?" Or "Can you do it for free?"
I'll get you next time.
I mean, honestly, we have a lot of deferred contracts where if the movie makes money, we're able to pay everybody. We're waiting for it. It's generating money, but so far we're not there yet. But yeah, when you cast people, and you can negotiate the rates. We negotiated the rates a lot for the crew as well. For example, our Steadicam operator. Steadicam operators are very expensive. I mean, very expensive. We had Jeremy Weiss, who is not only a fantastic camera operator, but he was learning how to use the Steadicam. So we were able to pay a very low rate because he bought that thing and he was learning how to use it. And
a win-win.
Yeah, we paid very little, and he was learning how to use it, And a lot of people in our film, it was their very first feature film, and we used that a lot as leverage. As like, a lot of people worked for free or for a lower rate because of that. So in answering the question, I'm rambling a little bit, but basically, if you're trying to make a film and spend the least amount of money, that helps. Free locations, work with people who are hungry and who are obviously talented. I mean, you don't want to work with people who are not talented. But Halloween Feast was a group effort from a group of very talented friends that I have. So, Julia, what do you have to add to that?
No, I mean, I think that all is true, and I think that you, like, as also an independent filmmaker, I feel like sometimes in solving issues because of money problems, actually kind of weird things that are kind of great come out of that by like having to deal with limitations. And so like, if you're truly starting from scratch and you're in a position where you're like, well, I'm sort of working on this thing, like, what if it's all in one location? Like, give yourself that challenge. I did that for my first short, and I think it actually made it way better because I was like, well, I only have this one location. So How do I make that work? And how do I make it jump time? Okay, let's do it in a different way. Let's do it with some other element that's a lot cheaper, like the pillows on the couch or something, you know? And I think, yeah, I don't know. The bus, I remember you guys leaving to go to film the bus stuff, and I was like, good luck.
Don't get caught.
And then seeing it, I'm like, this is awesome. Like, this looks just as good as the rest of the movie. Like, it so works. It's so
I
great.
don't know how much will be the cost to actually get a real film shoot at a bus. I mean, I'll probably have to rent a bus. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that would be crazy. I mean, we didn't have that kind of budget. So you just have to really improvise a lot, and you have to just find solutions. And Julie is right. You end up being very creative in trying to save money and resources. And you find resources that sometimes you didn't know you had. You know what I mean? What really helped us as well is because, you know, my editor, shout out to Ryan Kelly. He is also a producer in the film. He's somebody who is a friend of mine for over 20 years, and he pretty much put the film together. I mean, I didn't have to, you know, hire somebody for that. You know, I'm not, even though I know how to edit, I have no desire to edit anything. So he was a great partner, and we, you know, it's partnerships, man. I feel like, you know, independent filmmakers out there without resources, you just clump together. You get people together who have talents, and you just create something together. A Halloween Feast is a clear example of friends. Everybody's a friend, and we have one goal. We're trying to get this movie made, and it worked.
Yeah,
it sure did. Let's see, I want to be respectful of your time, but a couple folks here. Bobbletopias says this movie sounds super thrilling, and it is. It's fun. You have to watch it, and it's perfect this time of year. And We Found a Tape is here. Hey, folks. Oh, thanks. I love Pumpkinhead, too. Yes. All right, let's see. And then they also said, absolutely love that sentiment. All right, thank you, guys. Let's see. So how can folks watch A Halloween Feast? I don't think we've covered that yet.
All right, guys. So Halloween Feast is available on like 12 platforms. I mean, it's a lot of platforms. I would say if you don't like ads, you can get it on Amazon Prime. You can get it on Apple TV, you know, iTunes, Google Play, Fandango at home, and you can get it without ads. It's like $3 or $4, and it does help us greatly. But I don't mind telling people to go on Tubi, because on Tubi, it's good quality, good sound. There are ads. If you don't mind the ads, I mean, it's just a great way. You can go pee, take a pee break during the ads, or don't miss the film. And you know, and I feel like sometimes
take a nap. It'll be just like when you were filming the movie.
Yeah. That's too long. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, you know, you go to certain platforms and the ads are in wrong places in the middle of a scene. You don't want that. And Tubi, they did it pretty good, where the breaks happen in good places. So yeah, and now we're, you know, in the UK, we have Tubi there as well. Canada, we just released in Brazil basically a month ago, and now it's in platforms in Brazil. But here in the US, yeah, just go to Amazon Prime or Tubi, really. Or buy tickets and go to Salem and come.
Or come to Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Yes. Why don't we plug that again? Salem, Massachusetts.
Okay, guys. So, October 9th, 7 p.m. A Halloween Feast is going to be in Salem, Massachusetts, at Cinema Salem, and we're going to be there. We're going to be giving little gifts to people, and it's going to be a blast.
Yes. And Julia will be there. I will be there, and other cast members will be there too. It's going to be fantastic. Let's see. Well, I want to be respectful of your time. Jerry, do you have any other questions that you want to jump in before?
I just want to give a couple of shout outs maybe to some of the characters we didn't talk about too much. I just want to say I thought Grandma was fantastic, guys, and I thought she added so much humor to the film. And I was reading Mary O'Bremier that she actually passed not long after the filming of this, and I thought she was so fantastic, and I'm so happy she got to see the completion of the film. I mean, she was sprinkled in, but her scenes were magical, and I think everyone's going to laugh when they see her scenes when they watch this. I also want to talk about Goth Girl Susan. I thought she was fantastic. I mean, just a lot of fun, and just added like this really cool vibe to the scenes. And Pancho Moller, who I thought was, he looked like a blast. So I guess maybe my last question is, he played such a despicable character, but he seems like a fun guy. So what was it like working with him?
Man, amazing. But, with Pancho Moller, he's such an amazing stand-up comedian, and he's such an improviser that make sure you have 2 cameras on him, because no scenes are ever the same, ever. So you got to make sure you have the 2 angles, because, he would just improvise so much that it was one of the greatest strengths, because a lot of the stuff you see in the movie are so wildly funny because he came up with that.
Oh, wow.
But at the same time, it's just like, oh my God, I hope we couldn't capture that moment. Yeah. If we couldn't capture that moment, like we couldn't recapture it, basically, because he would just go completely wild. And I really hope we may have saying, because we have supposedly a Blu-ray release coming up. I think it was delayed. I don't have dates yet, but we have a blooper reel, and the blooper reel is basically 90% Pancho Moller, because it's the most outrageous, funny stuff you ever see in your life. Really. So.
I don't know if this was it. I've seen the blooper reel, but I don't know if it's in there. But I have very vivid memories going back to crazy things that happened on set of him knocking over the fake beer bottle and it just shattered.
Oh my God.
And we were like, well, that's one of 3 that we have, so better get it next time. Just us sitting at that table like, oh no. But he was like such a ball of energy that it was like, okay, here we're going with it. We're going with it.
Yeah. Crazy good. I mean, crazy good. We're very thankful. Yeah. And,
excellent.
And a quick shout out to Grandma, Mary Bremier. She was 95 when she was shooting with us. And it was her very first film, and she's never acted before. And she was a friend of mine. And basically, I knew she was a writer. She sang opera. And I told Mary, you're an artist. I want you to be in my film. And she said, okay. So kudos and applause for her. And I'm always very happy when people write reviews and talk about her. And by the way, I want to say something to everybody watching is, if you see the film, go on Letterboxd, write us a little review. It's me, even if it's not all positive. I like the criticism. It's fine. I know it's not a perfect movie, but Letterboxd is a platform where a lot of people are discovering the movie, and it's being very helpful to a Halloween feast. So watch the film, write a little bit of something that you like, something you didn't like, be honest, and that's what I ask you for.
Excellent. Agreed. And we have one last thing going back to the bus before we talk about some Halloween horrors. Nicholas wanted to know, how did other passengers on the bus not know that you were filming? I guess it was.
I'll tell you,
really
the bus was empty.
Oh, okay.
We lucked out. We lucked out. We, it was late. It was like maybe 9 p.m. or something like that. We held the bus, and there was maybe like 4 people kind of separated, scattered. So it was empty. Honestly, in all honesty, I think if we went into a crowded bus, I think we would have not filmed and just waited for our next one and just waited for, I guess, a better opportunity. But that we were very lucky. And in saying that, I think that we had a couple people I remember that they were like, yeah, they're filming, that they were just like, chuckling, just having like a little bit of fun with us. So. Yeah.
Oh, so good. Well, thank you, Nicholas, there. And let's see. So make sure to check out A Halloween Feast if you haven't seen it yet. One other thing that Jerry and I asked you to think about is, what other than your film what horror movies, or maybe not horror, do you watch every spooky season now that we're heading into the Halloween time of year? My favorite time of year. There, I said it.
Julia.
Oh, please answer first, because I already prepped them that I'm like I'm not really a
Can you
horror.
see? I'm talking so much.
I will say
Okay,
that
anyway, all right.
I haven't in a really long time seen this movie, but it's been one that I'm like, oh, I gotta watch it again. Is Edward Scissorhands, because I remember loving it so much, and just, I mean,
it's a great film.
It's a vibe for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm such a I am very scared of things, and so horror films to the people watching are not my forte, because they just like live with me for way too long. But I love Stranger Things. I love like kind of the glossy horror, and Nightmare Before Christmas, which I think is more of a Halloween movie than it is a Christmas movie, but I know that it's up for debate. But yeah, those would be my answers. Kind of lame answers, sorry.
No, okay.
No. Yeah,
I'm going to talk about.
Go for it.
Okay, my favorite movie, one of my favorite of all time. I have a deep love for Japanese horror, by the way. And if you guys have never saw it, Dark Water. Okay, Dark Water by Hideo Nakata, 2002. I'm not talking about the remake, because there was a remake by the US with Jennifer Connelly. It's not good. And J.C. Reilly. Don't go there. Don't see that. No. I want you guys to watch the original. Hideo Nakata, 2002, Dark Water. I mean, you have this apartment that's like haunted, and this water. Oh my God! Just watch it. It's absolutely incredible. And I absolutely love Japanese horror. I mean, The Ring, the original Ringu. Which was absolutely fantastic. Which was also the same director, by the way. The original was the Hideo Nakata. He directed the first Ringu. The Ring, and I believe that was in that was '98. Yes. And for that one, the remake is actually better, I think, in my opinion. I know. Dark Water, original better. The Ring, I mean, the Naomi Watts led movie. I mean, I just freaking love that movie so much. I mean, they captured the craziness of the tape, and I just absolutely love that. The Grudge, another movie that's a Japanese horror. It's not my favorite. It's in third place, but I have to applaud, because it's really scary and crazy. So that is my answer.
Awesome.
Way cooler answer than mine.
I literally just watched that Ring remake with Naomi Watts like 4 days ago. So yeah, not the first time. It just happened to be on. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna check this out right now. It was a good rewatch for sure.
It's so good. Watch Dark Water and let me know what you think. If you do see it, message me. Have you guys seen it?
I've seen Dark Waters a long time ago. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I own a copy. Didn't Arrow put out an edition of it? I think I have it somewhere behind me.
Okay, I just think it's masterful. It's crazy. I mean, Hideo Nakata. I mean, really. I mean, what a director. I should probably name him besides Kubrick in my mind, because the guy just is fantastic.
Awesome.
So yeah,
definitely check it out. Maybe tonight. The night is still young, sort of, for a Thursday night. Oh, nice poster.
we're probably gonna finish today. Of course. Hey, hello guys.
That's fantastic, and a must see now, right? Halloween Feast. And that reminds me, what's fantastic about your movie. I mean, you can watch it any time of year, but now you've created a film to watch every October, and I think that's a huge thing, and I'm happy for you for that.
One thing I really like is that people are saying that rewatching gets better, because people find little things that they haven't noticed before. And we had a screening, a private screening, maybe 2 weeks ago, and some of the people had seen the movie before, and they all came to me and says, it's better the second time. I noticed a certain element, Oh, I didn't know it was Mark who visited in the hospital. There's a lot of elements that people miss, but they're easy to miss, because I don't I don't like stress them too much. It's just like a passing moment in the film. So people miss certain details, and I get it. Like somebody was asking me, I don't understand the whole blackmail. How did Rose? By the way, Rose Nika Kitrova, great friend of mine. She plays the shout out to her. She plays the fiance to Dr. Park. Not a friend of mine for 8 years. But yeah, people miss certain elements. Just like, if you don't look at your phone while watching the film, you will see that she went back to the BDSM location and she stole the tape. So I'm giving people some don't look at your phone too much. Okay, watch the film.
So I have seen it twice, and I think you're right. It gets funnier. It was funnier the second time. I enjoyed it even more the second time through, and I can't wait to watch it again. Cinema Salem, October 9th.
Yes, very excited for that.
Yes.
Jerry,
I'd love to know what films you watch every October. You can drop
Me, I mean,
three.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I really get it. And like anyone who listens to my show, they know I get stuck into like moody atmosphere, kind of full vibes kind of film. I mean, there were so many choices, but I think we're going to go with something that a lot of people probably know. It's one of Ty West's early films, House of the Devil. I'm such a fan of it. I think the acting is incredible. I mean, Greta Gerwig's in it, Jocelyn Donahue's in it, AJ Bowen, and there's Victor Ullman, who plays like this insane, like 6'7". I don't even know how tall this man is, but his character is just so intimidating, and it's just such a moody film, and it really kind of, for me, it sets me up kind of going into the Halloween season. Every year I do watch more than 31 films during October. I do my own challenge, and it hits like 35, 36 films depending on what the theme is for the day. Wow. So I need to warm up to it, and I think this is a great film to get you there. Like, you could tell it's cold out, the season is changing. It's a slow burn. You really don't know what's happening, and it feels almost like a Suspiria kind of film at times. And then it just kind of goes crazy towards the end. So if anyone hasn't checked out this Ty West film, I say check it out. I mean, he's huge now, but yeah, when this came out, I mean, he was just got, I think he only had like 1 or 2 films before that. So yeah, I would have to go with House of the Devil.
Oh, it's fantastic.
How about you, Aaron?
And that goes really nicely with the Innkeepers.
Oh, I love the Innkeepers too. Yeah.
Perfect double feature. I mean, I wrote a bunch down, but keeping it sort of in line with like a horror comedy. I've got WNUF Halloween Special by Chris LaMartina, which is a very fun kind of mockumentary style film. Satan's Little Helper is about a little boy who inadvertently becomes a serial killer's accomplice. You've got to watch it. I won't say anything else. It's a lot of fun. And then, I don't know, Night of the Demons, Trick or Treat from 2007, Hell House LLC, Scariest Clown Ever, the first one.
Nice.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
Cool. By the way, I just saw Weapons. I liked it. I know. You know, I see. I like puzzles in movies. I mean, because Halloween Feast is kind of like that. You have to kind of put the puzzles together as it progresses. So I guess I like that. And yeah, it has that element. A lot of people were, I guess, turned off by the non-linear kind of structure. I loved it. I mean, I really liked it.
Yeah, I loved it too. How about Jerry and Julie? Have you seen Weapons?
I haven't seen it. Sorry. The worst. It's on your list. Podcast. But it's on your list. Yes. Yeah, it is on my list. No,
I actually caught it recently. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't love it. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
I thought
it was subjective, man.
Yeah, a lot of nothing happening for long stretches. Didn't love the characters. Didn't really love the story. I don't know, but you want to know what? I only watched it once, and I really don't like to give an opinion about something that I only saw once because I might have been caught up in the hype and my expectations might have been too high. And then maybe it just wasn't what I thought it was. And that lets me down. So maybe when I watch it again, usually on the rewatch is when I really start getting into a film. And that's the only time I make a solid kind of like rating on it. But I didn't love it. Sorry.
Yeah, and honestly, we live in a time that everybody has to be entitled to having an opinion. Okay,
Yes,
I think
thank you.
that movies are very subjective, and we all have opinions. And here's the deal: I didn't like The Monkey. Did not like it. Horror comedies are hard.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people who don't like Halloween Feast, but I get it. I mean, it's not a movie for everybody. People who are into realism and logic, they probably will not like it. But that's it. It's okay not to like something. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't like The Monkey either. So
I just did not. Yeah,
I
didn't like it.
wanted to. You know, I did rewatch it, and it's better the second time. It kind of falls apart in the final act. But
all right, so I'm gonna take Aaron's advice. I'm gonna watch it again because just as I just said, I only watched it once.
It's entertaining. I'll leave it at that.
Have you guys seen The Other? I'm sorry.
The Other.
I think I have.
It came out recently, and I know. I always try to see some horror that's new, and subjectively, I really did not like it. But it's okay. It's okay. We all.
If you're a fan of Ricky Umberger, I just watched his brand new film, The Man with the Black Umbrella, and it is terrifying. I love it. If you've seen the Fear Footage films, the Fear Footage trilogy or Project Eerie, this is his new film. This guy is brilliant.
So we're going to be converting Julia into watching more horror films.
Julia, I hope you're taking notes.
I did write down.
You'll never sleep again.
I won't lie. I have my little pen. I did write down.
You'll never sleep again. Yes.
I'll never sleep again. No, I don't know what it is. It's so. I mean, it's a compliment, really. It's very real to me. Like they stay with me, which is good.
Of course.
Yeah, I think Julia, you have to watch more horror, and I think that's good.
Yeah.
Now that you're sort of famous now, a little bit,
Yeah.
But by the way, I want to also say something very important. I know we're a little bit over time, maybe, but Julia just finished filming her directorial debut. She stars in a movie that she wrote as well, and
not horror.
Not horror.
Incredibly exciting movie, inspirational. I mean, I'm not going to say much, but I'm going to say Julia is not only a talented actress, but a writer and a director. And I'm just very happy that I have so many talented friends.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So the name of her movie is Road to Le Top Tour. Now let's see how she says
that. You said it pretty good. I was like, oh, he's going for it.
I've been to France. Three times. So
it's Road to Le Top Tour, but I mean, I don't speak French very well either. But,
Julia, do you want to say a few things about it? What's it about?
Sure. Yeah. So we are in very, very final stages of post, but we've also started submitting a mostly finalized version of it to the festival circuit for next year. So knock on wood, fingers crossed. It's about a woman with a congenital heart defect who, after the sudden death of her father, decides to train to ride the Le Top Tour in her father's place. And the Le Top Tour is a real ride, a bike ride, that's basically open to the public, sort of. It's a stage of the Tour de France. So the Tour de France is split up into stages throughout the 20 days, something like that. And usually it's about 80 or 100 miles ride. So it's her kind of journey of dealing with this loss and dealing with a lot of decisions or not decisions she's made in her life through doing this training and kind of figuring herself out. So it's very true indie kind of mumblecore genre.
Love it. It sounds awesome.
Side. But yeah. So
and you act in it as well?
Yes, because I'm a nutcase. Yeah. Because I wrote it and directed it and also needed to act in it, apparently.
See? Both of us. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, truly, I learned a lot on doing Halloween Feast, and observing that whole process was immensely helpful for going into my film too. So.
Yeah, I think during the we were planning, and I guess Halloween Feast, but we were all aware that Julia was getting ready to film her movie, so it was kind of like we did our movie, and then maybe even a year later you're filming yours. Maybe?
Yeah, we filmed Road in like August of 2024.
Yeah, so
and we filmed Halloween Feast in February of 23.
Yeah. So a year and a few months. So yeah. So we were all like,
I was giving everyone the script, like, read this. What do you think?
I'm very. I can say I'm an extra in it. I play.
Gil's an extra in it.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a colonoscopy in the hospital.
He made that storyline up for himself. He likes
because I'm sitting down at the hospital, and I'm pretty much in great turmoil waiting for my colonoscopy.
Are you dressed as a dinosaur?
No.
I wish I was, but Julia wouldn't allow me to go crazy. But
I have flashbacks.
Like PTSD. We all have PTSD.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations, Julia.
Well, thank you.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Keep us updated on that.
Absolutely.
Quickly, I put this up here. Bondman's asking how he can get fingers in Salem. I have to be careful how I say that.
All right, so if you go to Salem, Massachusetts, to our Halloween Feast Salem premiere, and you get to ask questions at the Q&A at the end of the movie, you will get a finger. And we have 10 fingers to give to the first 10 questions. So ask us questions.
So get your question.
Limited edition.
Get them ready.
Yeah. I'll show you guys. Hold on.
Yeah.
Better be good.
Exclusive look right now. This is exciting.
I'm very
Can
excited.
Or you're just going to randomly.
Oh.
Wow!
Look at that. See that?
So cool.
So those are special finger props. Okay.
Those are
That were
from
used
the
in the
movie,
movie.
right?
And look at this. They look very cool. Look at that. Let me see.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to see like the lighting and
Nice.
and just don't eat it.
Oh wow, you're a magician too.
I know, no kidding. Yeah. So there's a lot of different fingers. We have some, thumbs and middle finger, and it's fun. It's just fun. Anyways, all here.
Bondman says he can't wait. Let's see. Nicholas says The Other is out with Naomi Watts. I thought it was both scary, and I was surprised in the end. I haven't seen it, so.
The Others.
Mm-hmm.
The Other.
The Other, is that one that you mentioned, Gil?
Is that the movie?
The Other, yeah, I did not like it, but
Naomi Watts, is she in it though?
Is Naomi Watts in that?
Oh no! By the way, I think he's thinking about The Others with Nicole Kidman.
Oh,
with the ghost.
Oh, yeah.
That is one of my favorite ghost movies of all time. I mean, what a plot twist! I mean, so that's a movie. I believe it's 2002. I'm not sure as well about the time, but Nicole Kidman. It's called The Others with an S at the end. Earlier I mentioned The Other. It's a new movie that came out this year, which I didn't like. But yeah, The Others is phenomenal. I mean, absolutely masterpiece for sure.
Agreed. Okay, let's go right into this or that. I know we're going a little bit over time. Hopefully you can stay a few more minutes.
We're good.
Like I said, it's we ask you two things. There's no right or wrong answer usually, and often it's kind of fun. Let's see. The first one is Trick or Treat. Movies here. Trick or Treat from 1987 or Trick or Treat from 2007.
First one.
First one, the rock and roll one.
I'm going to also say the first one. I have a lot of knowledge on this topic.
On this one. All right. We won't go any further.
Was that the right one, though?
Yeah. Oh, they're both great. One's an anthology.
I like the anthology, personally.
Oh,
I do. It's one of my favorites.
Paquin. I never know how to say her last name.
Anna Paquin? Is it Paquin?
Wait a minute. I got something here. Hold on a second.
Oscar winner Anna Paquin?
It's right here. Oh,
yeah.
So I got Sam here from Trick or Treat.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Right next to
me.
It's
a fantastic horror anthology set on Halloween, and I think it's getting a theatrical release this year.
This year, yeah. I think they're going to put it back in film.
If you haven't seen
restored.
it, yeah. See it on the big screen. Okay, Next up, Jerry, over to you.
Yeah, I got a fun one here. Candy corn or candy apples?
I'm gonna say candy corn.
Yeah, that's tough. I think I might say candy corn too. It's got to be a good apple if you're really gonna do that. But candy corn also is a little it's a little waxy.
That's true.
So I don't know.
Little process.
But candy corn.
Okay,
Final
so
answer.
Excellent. Final answer. So again, movies here. If you haven't seen them, that's okay. The House is October Built from 2014, or Hell House LLC from 2015.
Okay, The House that Jack Built by Lars von Trier.
House is October Built. Go ahead.
Okay, so that is one of, I believe that is the most masterful movie ever made about a serial killer.
Absolutely.
Lars von Trier. I mean, that movie is a masterpiece. Lars von Trier is another one in my list of directors. I mean, he is, in my opinion, one of the top ones in the world.
Yeah.
So that's my choice.
Okay.
I'm deferring to Gil.
Okay.
And Julia,
I did look up
it.
Hell House though, and I'm gonna the 2015 one. I don't love the poster. I feel like so I was trying to judge them on the posters, so I think I'm also gonna go with the older.
By the way, is it it's Matt Dillon, right?
He's in that. Yeah,
Matt Dillon. Yeah. It's an absolute masterpiece. No. The House that Jack built.
House that Jack built. Isn't Nicole Kidman in that too?
No,
Wait,
I don't think.
Did you say the house that Jack built or the house that October built?
I said the House is October. The House is October.
The house
built.
is.
But then we kind of veered over to House.
Then
Jack,
okay.
Which is also fantastic.
Which was awesome. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite of all time. I had to just yes.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Okay, over to you, Jerry.
Get a little situational here. So this or that, a blowout Halloween costume party or a horror movie marathon at home?
I like parties. You know why? Because I'm very social in parties.
Yeah.
And I just love to interact with people. And I feel like there is a place for a movie marathon. Absolutely. But then you have to really, really think about the right people. You have to be very careful who you invite because, basically you have people who are not going to you're there for one mission, which is let's watch these films. And it's a certain type of people. I have maybe a couple parties a year, right, Julia? She moved out of LA. She can't come to my parties anymore. It's very sad.
Sorry. But yes, you throw a good party. And
yeah,
I agree. I feel like I would rather do a Halloween.
Yeah. My parties are fun.
People. Yeah.
I bet.
Getting dressed up.
Yeah.
Although you haven't ever done a Halloween party, have you?
I have not. No, I have not. Currently, I do two parties. I do my birthday, which is June 17th ish, and I do a holiday party, which is something around Christmas, before Christmas. I guess now that I have a Halloween movie, I should
seriously
start doing a
Absolutely.
party.
Yeah.
Get the dinosaur costume out of storage.
Do it in a pub, just like in Halloween Feast.
Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Back to the list. Night of the Demons from 1988 or Demons from 1985. They are different films.
Demons, 95.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not gonna have seen any of these. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm the worst guest ever.
Well, the next one I think you can pick.
We got you on this one.
I'm good with candies. I can pick candies.
Well, here's some villains.
Yeah, we're gonna go with some classic characters, maybe.
Okay,
so,
that might help me.
Dracula or Frankenstein?
Ooh.
I think there's only one right answer on this one.
You first.
Really? I feel like I would say Dracula, and I don't know if that's what you guys think is the right answer.
I mean, I feel that way.
I got you, Dracula. I mean,
yeah.
But it's because of Francis Ford Coppola for me specifically. I love that there's some different versions of Dracula, and I respect all of them before and after. but I have to say that Gary Oldman, that was a new level of Dracula. I mean, really, I mean, for myself, I mean, that was just that was 1992, and it blew me away. And it's no CGI, all practical effects and shadow effects, and it's in. I don't even mind Keanu Reeves' bad accent.
Yeah. You can overlook
because I also can't do a British accent, so you know.
As a character overall, though, I feel like Dracula is very tragic, and Frankenstein not so much. Like in a character study.
I like Young Frankenstein, like you know,
well, that's a great movie.
Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
You know, when
I've seen all those like comedy horror movies.
which brain did you pick? Abby Normal. Remember?
Abby Normal.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We need just a sound effect button of the horse.
Love it. Love Mel Brooks.
Background.
Okay, so only a few more. Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. Julie, I'm sure you love these films.
Yeah.
Or Rob Zombie's Halloween from 2007.
You know, I'm gonna say House of a Thousand Corpses. I'm such a fan of the original Halloween, like the early ones with Jamie Lee Curtis. I just feel like, you know, it's kind of like, for me, I watched the first Halloween and I'm good. You know, but that's just me. I know there's great other ones. I mean, how many Halloween movies are there?
13.
Oh my gosh, 13. All right. You know, I just love the first one, and I do remember watching some of the others and liking, but I just love the first one, really.
Can't go wrong.
House of a Thousand Zombies has a great cast. House of a Thousand Corpses has a great cast.
Love it.
Crazy.
Yeah, it does. That's a good one. Okay,
Is there really 1,000 corpses?
Yeah.
Do they count specifically?
Yeah, I don't know. I wondered that too. Yeah.
There's 1,000. I don't know. You know.
What if there's 999?
1,003.
Another easy one, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm throwing a softball over here. Ready? Witches or ghosts?
I like ghosts, man.
Yeah, they're fun.
I like ghosts. Yeah. You know. Oh, by the way, before I go to Salem, I'm sorry, Julia, you answer.
Careful what you say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, I feel like I have to say witches. I feel like that's such a, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not going to.
I mean, we're going to Salem.
We're going to Salem, and I feel like it's generally like a very feminine thing, and it's like turned into like a whole other like subculture thing that's very kind of cool.
And in Salem, you can buy like all different kinds of witches' hats. People. Okay.
Yeah. So before I go to Salem, I'm going to be spending 2 days in Orange, Massachusetts, because we have a friend who she bought the Wheeler Revival Mansion, colonial mansion. So we're going to be spending 2 days in this supposedly haunted house. It's famous. You can check it. You can Google it.
No, I've heard of it.
It's called Wheeler Revival Mansion, and it's a colonial mansion that was, which is amazing. And I hope I get to film there one day. I mean, it's incredible. So we're spending 2 nights with the ghosts, and then we go to Salem to see the witches. How about that?
Yes. And when you're in the mansion, you have like the opportunity to make like a found footage film. Record.
That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
It's 2 a.m. I just heard someone on the stairwell.
Oh yeah. I'll be doing some seances over there for sure.
Yes. Okay, 4 more. We're almost done. Hellfest 2018 or Haunt from 2019.
Haunt 2019.
Looking them up. Haunt.
I'm looking them up. I'm judging by the posters. I'm judging by the cast. Who's in this? I don't know.
These up and comers in
these up and comers.
Yeah,
no, I did. I did
They're
see
both
that.
very good.
Yeah, I did. I mean, this cast of Hellfest actually looks kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 3 more, almost done. And Julia, I think you'll like this next one.
Yeah.
Another
Oh,
easy
boy.
one for you.
Okay.
This is a fun one. Ready? Snickers or Reese's peanut butter cups?
Reese's
lot of
peanut
thought.
butter cups. Hands down, actually. I should have answered that faster.
Sister.
I'm going to say neither.
Kit Kat.
What?
What?
Oh,
Not an option.
I don't like.
Only
It's weird.
Kit Kat?
I don't like peanut butter and chocolate together. I hate it.
Do you like
And I
mounds?
hate.
Do you like
I
coconut?
also don't like caramel. I just don't like any of that stuff. I want just a Lindt Swiss chocolates or like a Kit Kat or I just want the pure chocolate or like I just don't like any of those. Really, it's weird. I'm strange. I know. Sorry.
Okay.
Missing out.
Good. That's okay. That's okay. I should have added Kit Kat. We could have changed it up. Very
Learning about
last
me,
one
so.
here. Last one here. The Halloween franchise or the Jaws franchise. So all of the films.
Halloween franchise. Okay, so I'm going to start saying that Jaws, the first one, Steven Spielberg, is a masterpiece, and as a film, is one of the best, most suspenseful movies ever made. One of the top horrors ever in history. But since you're talking about a franchise, I honestly believe anything that came after Jaws was crap.
Yeah.
So Halloween, yeah, there's some good movies. So I have to go with Halloween franchise.
That makes sense.
I have not watched all, but I sort of agree that like Jaws as a standalone is iconic. And so
Oh my god,
yeah.
so good.
But yeah, if you're comparing like truly the franchise, I mean, I just as like an observer of the world, it has way more like I mean, Halloween is way more successful. It must be as a franchise, I would imagine.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, no one liked Jaws 3.
Yeah. Like,
That's no one's
didn't
favorite
really know
film.
there was a Jaws
Yeah,
3.
that's
Knew
no
there
one's
was a lot
favorite
of Halloween
film for
movies.
sure.
Yeah. And Jaws 4, people just laugh hysterically when you mention it because there's not really a shark in it. Oh my gosh, we went way over. Gil and Julia, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was an absolute blast. Make sure to check out Halloween Feast. Congratulations on your film. I will see you in a few weeks.
Yes.
Let's see. Jerry from the Horror Heads podcast. Thank you so much for co-hosting today.
Thank you, Jerry.
Awesome.
Thank you, Aaron.
Pleasure meeting everyone.
Make
Thank
sure
you,
to
Aaron,
look
for
up-
having me.
Yeah. Yes. So watch a Halloween Feast. Look up Horror Heads podcast. And one last time, Gil and Julia.
Write a review on Letterboxd. Okay, it helps us. It helps us a lot.
Yes. And come
Thank
to
you, Dad.
Salem for fingers thrown at you if you ask a question.
Yes.
We'll throw the fingers. Yes.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Well, bye, everyone. Have a good night. And thank you
All right.
for watching.
Bye. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
All right. Bye.